Leah Schofield. My husband Ian and I have been parishioners for about 2 years. We are originally from North Carolina, so we moved here after Ian got stationed at Fort Lewis. We were church hopping for a while, trying to figure out where we felt home, and we didn't find it for a while. But then we came to St. Vincent's and really saw that people cared about each other. And for the first couple months, we sat in the pews, came to church, and went home, and didn't really introduce ourselves to other people. And then we went to the marriage retreat, and that was awesome because we were able to connect with other married couples, and now we have a marriage circle that has been just blessed us in so many ways. And then we got to a point where we wanted to connect or involve ourselves in some way, but we weren't sure how. My background is in musical theater, and so I've been singing since I was 3. And in my personal life, I was performing here. I had an agent and a manager and was working in Seattle all the way down to Olympia. And then I got really sick and wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. I had to quit everything. I had to stop performing, and I was talking to my dad, who is actually a deacon. And so I was talking to him one day, and I just told him, I don't know what God is doing. This was my dream for forever. And to have all of that come to a screeching halt, you kind of wonder, what am I supposed to do here? And I remember asking myself that. I mean, I still do sometimes, but my dad was like, well, why aren't you singing at church? We were going to the Life Team Mass, and we loved the music, and I thought, okay, yeah, maybe I'll just go and ask and see if they need anybody, And so I talked to Ted, and they said, yeah, totally, we'd love to have you. And so that's where I am now, and it's been really wonderful to be able to find a place where you know you are wanted, and you know that you are bringing some value. It's important to get involved in some way, because how else are you going to strengthen your faith? How else are you going to really develop a deep and strong relationship with God if you're just checking the box and leaving? I mean, that's what we were doing for the first couple months. We were sitting in our pew and we were participating, but then we weren't connecting. And I think that connection is the way that you strengthen your faith. Even by starting and introducing yourself to somebody at church, if that's the way that you begin, that's a way of connecting to the people around you, and that's a way that you can start to form that deep relationship with God. People often think that church is the be-all, end-all, or coming to Mass, and I think that that's only the beginning. I think that that's the first step of really connecting with your parish and with the other people sitting next to you. We always hear, we are the body of Christ, but what does that even mean? How do we become the church in the world around us? And I think that really starts, obviously, coming to church, so bravo, you're here, but have you talked to the person next to you? Do you know the people behind you? Did you sing out loud and share part of yourself with everybody else today? I mean, obviously I'm going to go back to the singing because that's what I do. Yes, the sign of peace, we acknowledge people around us, but how quickly do we leave after church? Do you stop and start a conversation with somebody else? Because, I mean, I vividly remember the first couple times Ian and I came, and I was sitting there hoping somebody would talk to me. And yes, I could have been a brave one and talked first, but I mean, that could be the person behind you that's sitting there coming for the first time, and they desperately need a friend. I mean, I've been in that place where I would love to have a new friend. I've moved so many times in my life, and that feeling of just wanting to be known and seen. So I think that's the first step. Coming to church, acknowledging people around you, and then taking that second step of, where am I needed? Where can I be helpful? And no matter what your circumstances are, whether you have complete 100% of your health or you don't, or your schedule is crazy busy or it's not, you're needed and you can give back in some way, no matter what's going on in your life. How else are we going to become stronger Catholics if we don't connect.